Yep, that's kind of how this goes, isn't it? Chasing the doggies. Hi, Chris. Welcome to Wednesday Night Yoga. Suppose it's getting close this time to start, huh? So, things that you might need is you might need a chair. You might need a chair about, Sage, honey, you're gonna have to move now. You're gonna have to go. How about get up on the couch? You're gonna need a chair, a couple feet in front of your mat. Um, if you do stand where you normally stand at the front of your mat and bend forward, you should just about be able to reach it. You should be able to put your hands on it. Okay? If you like blocks, you should have blocks. If you like straps, you should have straps. Jesse uses all those things. I'm going to slide my chair out of the way for now so that it's out of my way. Come here, Sage. Up, up. Come on, get up here. Up, up. You can see Jesse's mat is taken over by two dogs. So welcome to RWB Yoga. We do this every Wednesday night when it's non-COVID time. We do it at the VFW in North Pole, Alaska. Lay down. So if you're ever in the mood to go, do it once we're over, we'd love to have you. It's free. It's a donation thing. They're trying to replace the roof there, so they take donations. If you don't know about Team RWB, it is a nonprofit organization that attempts to bring veterans closer to their communities by sponsoring social and physical events. I think they originally started as a running thing, and we still do some running events, but we also do a lot of other things now. We do some hiking things. We've done some overnight hiking things. We do yoga. We do walks. We do 5Ks. And our local chapter also sponsors the local Santa Claus half marathon. So, that's cool. So, join me. Come join your place. Mat, it can be standing, it can be sitting, it can be laying down. Whatever it is that is going to make you most comfortable for our first couple minutes. I'm going to lose my sweatshirt. Somewhere in there, I think I also have.
Is Siberian Husky.
Find your way to somewhere that's going to be comfortable for a couple of minutes of breathing. That can be standing in mountain pose, which is just your feet on the ground, your weight evenly spread, your arms down at your sides, your eyes kind of off in the distance and soft. It can be on the floor. It can be hero's pose, sitting go lay down, with your hands on your thighs, your weight on your feet. If your knees are up to that, that is fine too. It can be easy pose, which is also known as crisscross applesauce. It can be lying on your back like Jesse's doing, on your side. I was going to do my headphones so that you guys would be able to hear me when I'm all folded over.
Thanks for licking my forehead.
Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Thank you. Yay. All right, so just bring it in, settle in, bring your attention to your breath. See what you can feel.
That didn't work.
Your mute is in your lower left-hand corner if you want it. And the other thing about RWB yoga is that it's not generally stuffy. We're seldom quiet. There's lots of groaning. There's, some complaining. There's occasional farting. And there's often commentary. So there's often beer drinking. We're a pretty casual group. A lot of times in the background, we have rock and roll playing. We have country playing. It's not that soft, mystical music. We're pretty casual here. So do what you can do. The biggest thing is going to be don't do anything your body says no to. If it hurts, don't do it. Just say, my body says no today and believe it. It's not a competition. It's supposed to be good for you. Jesse, please. So inhale, exhale. Everything should be in a nice, comfortable place. Let's do a couple of really deep breaths. So you're going to inhale real big through your nose. Inhale up. Exhale slow out your mouth. Push it as far out as you can. Pause for a sec. Then inhale big again. Exhale slow. As you exhale, let everything relax. Just kind of let it slide down. Relax your forehead. Relax your throat. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Feel the ground beneath you. Bring your attention to your hands for a minute. Just feel them. Are they warm? Are they cool? Are they slobbery from a dog? Now, while you're there, bring to your mind something that you're grateful for. What in your life at the moment are you just happy that we have? It could be good internet. It could be the ability to do this workout. It could be good friends that show up when you ask them to. Just something that you're grateful for today, and bring that into your heart. Now bring something to mind that maybe isn't so perfect. No, there's a little ache in my right hip. I had a rough day at school. Weird conversation with my doctor. Something that just doesn't settle right. Maybe it's a loved one that's, sick or going through troubled times. Make that your dedication for this practice. This idea that you're going to give this to them, or to that person, or to that joint, or to that whatever it is that just needs a little bit of love today. Give it that gratitude. All right, let's start to move just a little bit. Let me get my notes a little closer. Okay, let's if you're sitting, will you roll forward or find whatever way is easiest for you to come to standing? All right. I'm gonna slide one doggy out of my way. There we go. Somewhere towards the front of your mat. Eventually you will need sticky feet, so if you want to lose the shoes or socks, now would be the time. The mountain pose. You'd like to invite you to just settle in your weight on all four corners of your feet. So there should be kind of like 8 points of contact. All 10 toes, make sure they're there. Inhale, exhale. I'm going to do a really super slow sun salutation. So on your inhale, you'll bring your arms up above you. Look to the sky. You should tighten your quads, raise your kneecaps. If it's comfortable, a little bit of a back bend. And then exhale, your hands down to the floor. The goal isn't necessarily to touch the floor. In fact, if you do, in order to get a good dangle out of this, pull your hands up to your elbows so that you know that your head and your body weight is pulling you towards the floor. Remember to keep your balance on your feet, not too far forward on your toes, not too much weight on your heels. A couple more breaths here. On your next inhale, raise to a flat back. So your back should be parallel to the floor. Look forward. Exhale, plant your hands on the floor and step back to plank. Okay, let's see if we can hold this one for 2 or 3 breaths. Your face should be looking at the floor. Your back should be straight. So your shoulders, your hips, your knees, and your heels should be a nice straight line. On your next inhale, slowly lower yourself to the floor. Exhale to the floor. Uncurl your toes. Take a second here. On your next inhale, push up to cobra. You're just gonna kind of lift your front of your body weight with your arms. You should look forward, just hold it for a couple of breaths, using those arms again. On your next inhale, curl your toes, push up your whole body back into downward dog. So in downward dog, your heels won't reach the floor. That's just totally normal. But your face should be facing your shins. You want to push your chest towards your knees. but don't let your shoulders come up too far. It's kind of weird because you're pushing with them, right? Okay. Give ourselves a little stretch, do a little walk with the dog where you bend one knee and then the other knee. Okay, come up on your toes to give your ankles and your toes a little stretch. Back down. On your next inhale, I want you to look forward and then walk your feet up to your hands. And then forward fold again. Just kind of let it all dangle. You should feel this in the back of your hamstrings, your calves, your butt. Okay. On your next inhale, you're going to bend your knees and come all the way up. Suck in all the air, all the way up. Little back bend. When you're doing these back bends, if you have a delicate lower back, make sure you squeeze your butt cheeks. Just give them good and tight, and that'll help support your back. And then exhale back down. And we're right back in mountain pose. That was one full sun salutation. Shh, Sven, nobody cares. So somebody should care. Okay, well, this time we're going to do the same thing, except that we're going to do each move is one breath. So we're going to inhale our arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look forward with a flat back. Exhale, plant your hands and step back to plank. We'll inhale one breath here, and then exhale to the floor. Blowing all the dog hair out of your way. Okay, you're going to inhale up to cobra, or if you want, upward dog. Curl your toes. Exhale, back to downward dog. One extra breath here. Then inhale, look forward, and hop, step, or jump your way to the front. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, come all the way up, suck in all the air. Clench your butt cheeks. Exhale your arms back down. I want you to do one more at your own breath speed. Some people, the breath seems to happen a little faster than it does for other people. So do whatever it is to take whatever speed is most comfortable for you. And I'll meet you back here, okay? I'm going to do it. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Forward fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, plant my hands. Step back to plank. Exhale to the floor. Inhale up to cobra. Exhale, curl your toes and push back into downward dog. Inhale, look forward. Step forward. Forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees all the way up. Yay. Okay. I'm going to do one that's a little bit different, so I'd like you to turn sideways on your mat. Put your feet as far apart sideways as is comfortable. Does that work? There you go. Okay. There's 3 pieces to this one. The first one is goddess. You actually do a little wide-legged squat and bring your arms up to goal post or cactus, whatever you want to call them. This is goddess. We're going to come inhale up to 5-pointed star. Exhale here. Inhale. No, you'd exhale this one. Exhale down to forward, wide-legged forward fold. Wide-legged forward fold can either be with your hands flat in front of you, or you can turn them backwards, kind of behind your feet, and pull yourself back. Okay? We're going to do 3 rounds of this. So we start goddess, 5-pointed star, forward fold. Inhale up to goddess. Exhale to 5-pointed star. Inhale down to forward fold. So you should be feeling a little bit of stretching, a little bit more on the insides of those thighs. One more. Let's do one more. Goddess, 5-pointed star, forward fold. All right. All right. Good little stretches there. Maybe a little bit of sideways twist where you feel you might need some twists. We'll come back to some twists in a minute. All right, back to the front of your mat. Okay. This is where you're going to need your chair in a minute. Not quite yet. We're going to start mountain pose. You're going to take your left foot and step back to lunge. So your left heel shouldn't be on the floor. Your right toe should be facing forward. Only step back as far as it takes for your to make sure that your knee does not come in front of your ankle. If it wants to do that, then step back a little bit more. Make it a little bit wider. If it's uncomfortable, step a little bit closer and keep a little more upright. Okay, this is one of those that pushes your knees. It also strengthens your quads and your hamstrings. So find the spot in there that feels good. Bring your arms up above your head. Settle in for 3 good breaths. On your next inhale, you're going to turn that back foot in just far enough that your heel will lay on the floor and come to warrior 2. Okay, so your arms, you're going to check your arms. They should be parallel to the floor. Go ahead and take a peek back and make sure the back one is even with the front one. If it's comfortable for your neck, turn and look right down your middle finger of your right hand. Hold this one for a couple of breaths. Anybody starting to feel that front quadricep? Saying, ooh, hey, I'm here. All right. I forgot what this one's called. Forward. Extended side angle. So from here, you're going to bend the front arm, bring that elbow to that knee while bringing the top arm up over your head. Can you step back so they can see it? Okay. If you can do this one without putting too much weight on that elbow, do it. If you need the support, use it. Couple of breaths. Now, when you come up, you're going to come all the way back. You're going to put the left hand on the left thigh and let it slide down as you bring your right hand up over your head. So we're stretching that side muscle. This one's called reverse warrior. Good. We're feeling it. Might even start to feel that back leg a little bit. That's okay. I'm going to release you from it right now. Cartwheel yourself all the way forward. Plant your hands on the floor next to your foot. Turn your left foot forward. Step your feet together. Okay. Come to standing. Give that leg a little shake because it might need it by now. Okay. All right. What we do to one side, we got to do to the other side. All right. So this time you're going to take your right leg and step it back to lunge. Bring your arms up above your head. This is warrior 1. You should be able to see your toes. Okay. Hold this a couple of breaths. We'll notice that we're stretching out that hip that we just asked to do a bunch of work. Okay. It feels good until the left leg starts telling you about it. All right. So we're going to do a little twist. We're going to turn our chest to the right, swivel that back foot so the heel's on the ground, arms out, peek to make sure that they're level. And then if it's comfortable, stare down the left hand front finger. If it feels a little slippy, if it feels like it's too much, step the back foot in a little bit. Okay, extended side angle. You're going to bend the front elbow, come down, bring it down to your knee, bring your upper arm up over your head. If it's comfortable, look up. If not, look to the side. Hold this one a couple of breaths. Okay, all the way to the back for reverse warrior. So your right hand goes to your right thigh. Your left hand comes up to the sky. If it's comfortable to look up, look up. If not, look to the side. Couple of breaths. Cartwheel your hands all the way to the floor. Turn your right foot forward. Step them together. Come to standing. Give that leg a shake. Wait, that feels like the same leg. Did I do the same leg twice? Did you guys do the same leg twice? Okay, good. All right. Okay. Here we go. We're going to do that again, but we're going to do it a little more quickly, and this is where you're going to need your chair. You're going to want your chair right out in front of you because we're going to do warrior 3. Okay? The chair is there to help us with balance because we're going to end up on one leg. Okay, so inhale the arms up. Oh, wait, no, we're going to step back. Step your left foot back into runner's lunge. Arms up to warrior 1. Inhale. Exhale to warrior 2. Inhale to extended front side angle. Exhale. Inhale to reverse warrior. Okay, here we go. This time, when you come forward, you're going to come forward, hop your back foot forward a little bit, and come up on just your right leg. So your back leg is going to lift behind you and use the chair for balance. If you can do it with just a couple of fingers on there, perfect. If you need both arms, fine. The idea is you want both arms out in front of you. Hold it for a couple of breaths if you can. It's jiggling, mine is. Should be looking at the floor, not at the camera. Exhale, put your foot down and let it rest. That looks good, Jesse. You do. Okay, here we go. That was our left foot back, right? This time we're going to step our right foot back. Runner's lunge. And then up to warrior 1. Exhale to warrior 2. Exhale. We're taking an inhale on each one. Exhale to front side angle 1, angle stretch. Exhale to reverse warrior. Hand on your thigh and the other one up ahead. And then inhale. Bring yourself up. Bring that back leg into the air. Put all your weight on your second foot. If you need the balance, use the chair. Hold it for a couple of breaths. And put your foot down to rest. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. My notes go. Hey, we're on the back side. We're doing good. Okay, we're just going to let our heart catch up with us for a minute here. While we do that, bring back for a moment what your gratitude was. In your heart, what was the thing you were grateful for today? And what was the thing you wanted to bring a little bit of love to, or the person? Okay. We're going to do 1.5 sun salutations, but we're going to do a traditional sun salutation. So the Dandasana, the part in the middle where we go down, it's a little bit different. So do it with me. Arms up. Stretch a little back a little bit. Forward fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, plant your hands and step back to plank. Here's the part that's different. So instead of just lowering ourselves, we actually slide back a little bit and you bring your chest to the floor and then you slide forward into Cobra. It's a little bit harder. Okay. Tuck your toes, exhale down to downward dog, or you can just go right to downward dog. You could just move him. You know he moves easily. Okay. Okay, inhale, look forward, walk forward, forward fold. Inhale, arms up, stretch, hands to heart center. I must be getting sweaty. My glasses are sliding down my face. Okay, one more time. This time we're going to stop in the middle. So arms up, inhale to the top, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. This time you're going to put your knees down. You're actually going to find your way to tabletop. So tabletop is your hands underneath your shoulders. If you're getting to the point where your wrists are hurting, and this is a kind of a long-term practice thing because I still do it. Try and focus on making sure you're putting your weight on your whole hand, not just here. Okay. It takes lots of concentration to do it. So, but in the future, if that's something you want to work on. Okay. So we're in tabletop. We're going to do a set of cat cows. If you don't know what these are, they kind of look like what they say. So the cat is where you arch your back like a cat would be hissing. You curl your head. You kind of look back at your crotch, and then you exhale to cow. The arch back, an old milk cow that's got to sway back. That's kind of what we're doing here. They got their head up. Okay, this is cow. So anytime that you're squishing your stomach together, you exhale because you're kind of squishing the air out. So cat, when you squish your stomach, is the exhale. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Give it a good little stretch. Exhale to cat, or inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Okay. Come back to flat back, a tabletop, and go ahead. Let's take a break. Slide all the way back to child's pose. If you are like me and have a little bit of a belly in the way, it's okay to pull your knees apart. Put your knees out to the edge of your mat and slide down to child's pose that way. I find it easier to get my forehead to the floor that way. And just rest here a moment. Okay. On your next inhale, come back up to tabletop. Walk your knees forward, cross your ankles, and roll back to your butt. Bring your legs out in front of you. Okay? Let's do a forward fold on the floor. I don't know why. It's basically the same thing we do standing, but it feels different. So make sure your butt cheeks or your sit bones are spread out just a little bit. Make sure you've got weight on your rear, on your calves, and on your heels. On your next inhale, bring your arms way up above your head. Inhale, exhale, forward fold, but don't curve your back yet. Kind of keep your face forward. Plant your hands wherever they land, on your feet, on your shins, on the floor. Inhale. On your next exhale, go ahead and round your back and curl into it. Inhale, hold it. Exhale, let it all relax. When you've had enough of that and you're ready, come back up to sitting. This is called staff pose. I don't know why. Let's do a twist. So bring your right knee up, your right foot flat on the floor. You can either do it from here, or if your knees are good and stable, you can actually put your foot on the other side of your leg. Sometimes this is a little hard on the knees, so if you got weak knees, ease up on that. Okay, you're going to inhale your arms up. Exhale a twist and bring your left arm to your right knee and your right arm behind you. Just give it a little gentle twist. If it's more comfortable to hug your knee, that's fine, but you want to try and keep your back straight. So by having your elbow here, it helps to keep your back a little straight. And then just whatever's comfortable, twist and look as far as is comfortable. Don't make it hurt. When you're ready to untwist, make sure you untwist all the way to the other side and look on the other side. Back to center, both legs out front. Resettle your sit bones. When you're ready, bring the other leg up. Again, whichever is more comfortable, either on the same side as the leg or cross it over the other side if that's comfortable. When you're ready, inhale your arms up. Exhale, twist your right arm to your left knee, your left arm behind you on the floor. Try and keep your back straight and look over your shoulder as far as is comfortable. On your exhales, if you can get a little more twist out of it, do so. When you're ready, untwist to the opposite direction.
All right. Okay. At this point, I want you to identify the spots that you feel like might need to be stretched. Okay. Sometimes by this point, enough forward folding makes it so your low back is like, I'm tired, I'm just tired. So the one I like the best for that, which there's two ways to do it. You can lay down on your back and bring your knees up. You can put your feet out to the edge of the mat and your knees together, and then let your knees fall one way or the other. Okay, that kind of helps lengthen that lower back a little bit. It's another twist, but I don't know, just one of those ones that when my low back is hurting, this is one of the ones I crave. Okay, back up to the center and let them fall the other way. If it helps to put your arms out to help keep your balance, your opposite hip won't stay on the floor, but that's part of what gives the little back the stretch. Don't lick me. Okay. Another good one that's really good for the low back is to bring your knees to your chest, give yourself a good little hug, and actually make little circles with your knees. It's kind of a little mini back massage right there on the lower part. Okay. Another one that does a good low back and also helps with the hip flexors, if you can pull it off, is to put your feet, your soles of your feet to the ceiling and reach out and grab the outsides of your soles. You can kind of feel that in that hip flexor, which is kind of funny because you're scrunching it up. Same thing, you give it a little wiggle, you do a little roll around and you help your back a little bit. Okay. If you lean too far one way, you fall over, speaking from experience. Okay. If you want to stretch the backs of those legs, reach in and grab your big toes and straighten your legs. This one kind of also restructures that lower back. Okay. If it's comfortable, open your legs. Again, you lean too far one way, you'll fall over. Okay. When you let go of your toes, be gentle and let your feet all the way down to the floor. Okay, this is where we get to Shavasana. This is the place where we relax into it all. So get as comfortable as you can. Let your feet fall outward. If your hands can face the ceiling and that's comfortable, great. If not, put them wherever. So I used to do mine on my chest because I just couldn't get comfortable unless I did. So wherever it's most comfortable for you. Sometimes if I spend too much time in this position on a hard floor like this, my back will start to hurt. I do the knees together thing. That seems to make my lower back a little happier. So wherever it is you need to be to get comfortable, settle in. If your house is cold and you need to put your socks back on, go for it. And just let your breath settle. Bring your attention back to your forehead. Is it a little more relaxed than it was when we started? Your throat, your shoulders. Just do a quick little body scan. Your arms, your hands, your fingers, your upper back. Is it a little better? Your chest, your lower back, your pelvis, your hips, quads and hamstrings, your knees. How do your knees feel now? Your calves, your ankles, your feet, your toes. If your eyes slide shut, that's fine. Just settle in for a moment. Now start to bring your attention back to your body. Give your fingers and your toes a little squiggle to remind them they're alive. When you're ready, bring your knees up, your feet on the floor. And then kind of let your knees fall to whichever side you like best and let it bring your body with you so that you're now laying on your side. If you want to bring your arm up under your head as a little pillow, that's fine. Let's give your body time to adjust. And when you're ready, plant your upper hand on the floor and give yourself a little push up to sitting. Whatever sitting is most comfortable to you, whether it's easy pose or mermaid or whatever's most comfortable. If you need a puppy, grab one. Thank you all so much for coming. I feel so blessed having people show up for my class.